It's a same project. It's high. It's 5,000.
Yeah, we had that. I finally got it.
You ready? We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order this time, and we'll start with the invocation by Kenin Smith from Hope Community Church.
Father in heaven, we thank you tonight for the goodness of another year, the newness, the beginning, the anticipation, the hope that lies within 2026. We thank you for the men and women that lead and that serve our town, and for all that you have done for us through them, O God. We ask a blessing on our council tonight as they make decisions for us. May it be honorable, may it be beneficial, and do for the good of our community. Keep us safe, O God. Keep us far from harm. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Start with the roll call.
Mayor Jeff Phillips.
Here.
Clerk Treasurer Shelby Keys. Here. Council members Russ Overton.
Here.
Kevin Arnold.
Here.
Noah Weiser.
Here.
Jeff Rayburn.
Here.
And Ernest Watson Jr.
Here.
City Attorney Todd Sammons.
Here.
Building Commissioner Jacob Hall.
Here.
Cemetery Caretaker Joe Effinger.
Here.
Fire Chief Kenny Hahn.
Here.
Head Dispatcher Don Steinke.
Here.
Utility Office Manager Heather Smart. Here. Manager of Electric Operations Heath Malone.
Here.
Park Superintendent Heather Hall.
Here.
Street, Water, Sewer, Sanitation Superintendent Bryce Black.
Here.
Gas Superintendent Todd Wilson.
Here.
And Assistant Superintendent Josh Eldridge.
Here.
All right, Council, you were afforded the minutes of the last meeting. Would you like to move on those?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second. Been a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the last meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Now it's time for citizens' comments. If there are anybody in the crowd that'd like to address the council, now would be the time to do so. Seeing none, we'll get into the agenda at this point. First one is the KIRPC appointment. It's time again, I'm asking council to sign the sheet that appoints myself to our Kankakee Iroquois Regional Planning Commission board.
I would make that motion to sign you as
I'll second it.
You got a motion and a second to appoint Mayor Phillips to the KIRPC board. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, council. Next on our agenda is our utility budgets. I think we've gone over the utility budgets a few times, and hopefully everybody got the utility budgets sent to them. Just wanted to make sure everyone had received them. I think we're not totally uploaded yet, but we're in the process of it. So that really don't need to move on that any further than what we have. All right. Any questions about the utility budgets?
I will say that I can tell year over year that we're getting better at doing them, and I think we're finally in a groove there to get a budget that's workable and understandable, so.
I appreciate that. It just, you can see us getting a little better each year. So.
Yeah.
All right. Next on the agenda is ordinance 26-2025, the second reading of the write-off for the non-collectibles. Heather, you want to address the council?
Well, this is the second reading. I can read the figures for you if you would like, but nothing has changed. But with regards to the budgets, because we didn't get the second reading done in December, that means no write-offs were done in last year's budget. So this year's number will be yet to be determined, but it could be higher than what you just talked about in budgets. So keep that in mind. But so for the second reading of the ordinance, water is $3,545.16. Sewage, $4,783.74. Electric, $11,361.84. Gas, $4,320.03, and sanitation, $1,734.71.
Council, how would you like to move on the second reading of ordinance 26-2025?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 26-2025.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second to approve ordinance 26-2025, the write-off of non-collectibles, second reading. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, council. Next is ordinance 01-2026, zone mapping amendment for Family Fun Center. Jacob.
Thank you, Mayor. This ordinance is a rezone of 3 parcels that are where Cooper's Tire Store used to be. It's currently Rivertown Family Fun Center. Last month, the APC met on December 18th and gave a unanimous favorable recommendation to rezone these properties. I reported in my report that I believe that it's consistent with the 5 relevant sections in the zoning ordinance, and if you guys have any questions, I would be happy to answer them. I've attached a zoning map to the ordinance so you can see exactly which parcels are in question here.
I had a quick question. My computer's decided not to work for me, so I can't look it up at the moment, but it was changing it from...
It's changing it from, oh, sorry, I should have said that.
B2
It's changing it from B3 to B2.
Oh, B2.
Because it's it's an indoor amusement establishment,
Okay,
which is not permitted in B3, but it is permitted in B2.
thank you.
I will add, too, that the Plan Commission had a good discussion, and we're all in favor of it and think it's a good thing for the city, so.
Well, since there was a favorable are we voting on this tonight on the first reading, or do we need to do 2 readings?
You only need 1 reading on a zoning ordinance.
So this will qualify?
Yep.
Okay. So since we had a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission, I'll make a motion to accept ordinance 01-2026. Or to approve.
We have a motion and a second to approve ordinance 01-2026, the zoning map amendment for the Family Fun Center. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All right. Thank you, council. Congratulations. Looking forward to it. All right. Next on our agenda is resolution 01-2026, our gas tracker. Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Mayor. Council, the gas tracker of 0.3321 is an increase of 0.0339. So we have an increase of 3 cents per 100 cubic feet.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 01-2026.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 01-2026, our gas tracker. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you, council. Next is resolution 02-2026, a transfer of funds.
Thank you. These are 3 transfer fund requests, but they all tie back to the garbage truck that we talked about the last few meetings. Within the edit fund, $12,000, within CCI fund, $21,000, and within the CCD fund, $75,000.
Any questions, council? I know this has been something we've been talking about for a few meetings.
And I think this will be the last time you put the claim in to be paid, so we're all familiar with it.
Have we,
Time on that, Bryce?
We've already taken.
Oh, you already have?
Okay.
have they taken the old one away?
Yep.
Good. Yeah, council. Good. Phew. Good. Council, how would you like to act on the transfer of funds?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 02-07.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 02-2026, transfer of funds. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, thank you, council. Next is a nepotism forms, Shelby.
Thank you. Just wanted to put on record, I've received both sets of nepotism forms by all the elected officials. And if anyone has conflict of interest forms, I will be presenting those next meeting if something pops up between now and then.
Next is our burial rights request.
Thank you. We had 3 requests for burial rights within the Weston Cemetery.
Make a motion to approve the burial rights request.
Been a motion and a second to approve the burial rights requests that were presented. Any questions, council? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. All right, next is claims approval. How would you like to act on that, council?
I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
Second. Been a motion and a second to approve the claims that as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you, council. I don't have any unfinished business or committee reports unless council does.
Question.
Yes,
Where are we on the litter speed signs?
good question. Chief Anderson has been detained.
There's police thing and the street department thing.
Well, Mr. Eldridge, would you like to answer that question?
Brackets were hung today. It should be, I think the batteries for the units themselves need to be charged. The 2 guys that I put in charge of that little project, I'll check with them tomorrow.
What's the location?
One is Kenin Avenue, facing east. The second one is McKinley Avenue, across from St. A's School. To get the traffic coming from north of town, or coming into town from the north. At this care center, getting the traffic coming in from the east of town, or coming in that way. And then Tractor Supply coming in from the west.
Nice.
Excellent. But there's only 2 speed limit things, so we put 4 brackets up so we can move them. Yeah. They're pretty simple to put up, so in future, if there's somewhere else, it won't be hard to take one down and move it.
Good.
So, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Anything else? Unfinished business. Committee reports. All right. Administrative comments. We're just going to go ahead and reappoint the Board of Works members that were here if they're accepted for the next term.
Thank you.
That's nice of you.
Also, for the council's information, Estel George has resigned off our redevelopment commission. I want to think Estel might have been an original member of the council. We were trying to do some research, and Jenny, do you remember?
Stan Heaves, I actually had that talk with Greg Clausen
Yeah,
years ago.
that's right. I do remember.
Yeah. He was one of the, I don't want to say founders, but one of the people that helped develop Drexel Park back in the 90s, I believe it was, early 90s.
I can see far as back as 2003 that Estel's been on there. I just wanted to say publicly, thanks for all that he's done for the city of Rensselaer, and we'll find another way to honor him for all his years of service. So I did appoint Steve Mush, who lives west of town, His wife has a business, Westtown also. So hopefully Steve will fill in and serve as long and as honorable as Estill has for us. So wanted to update council on that. And that's all I had. Council want to discuss president of the council also. Noelle's done a fantastic job, and I sometimes feel for her when she comes into the mayor's office trying to stay updated.
Need that motion, I'd make the motion. Point Noel.
All right.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to keep Noel Weiser as the president of the council. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Last thing that I have.
You're okay with that, aren't you?
I hope so.
Good point.
You know, every now and then somebody works for the city of Rensselaer 20 years, and I think they should be recognized for that. I know he didn't realize I was going to do this, but congratulations.
Thank you. You've been here 20 years.
Josh has been working for the city for quite some time. And I coached Josh in football when he was a youth, and I can't imagine having anybody better at that position right now. So thank you for 20 years of service for the city. And that's all my comments. Shelby?
I'll just echo what the mayor said. Josh was great to work with, so we're happy to have him.
Thank you. Mr. Watson?
So that means I've known you for over 22 years or so. From yelling at you, remember I used to yell at you a lot.
Yeah, we remember that.
Longer than that? But I used to yell at you a lot. And I'm glad I don't have to yell at you anymore. So, great job. Glad you're here.
That's good.
Mr. Rayburn?
Yeah, thanks, Josh, for everything that you do for the city. Thank you, Mayor, for reaching out to R&M. Looks like some significant progress has been started.
Oh, wait, we get around to Jacob. But I think he has more to update us with there.
I was kind of shocked when I turned the corner. And Jacob, have you had any follow-up with Cottoners on the eyesore over there by the river?
That, I have not heard from them, and we will be taking further action this month.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you. Russ?
Yeah. I have nothing. I'm going to ask you about the Cotton property, but we're working on it. So
Oh.
that'd be dragging on for a while.
Kevin?
Thanks, Josh, for your service.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're welcome.
President?
Congratulations, Josh. Thank you. Just wanted to officially put on the record that City Council is reappointing for 2026 to the Redevelopment Commission, Jeff Webb and Kevin Smith.
Both have done a great job on the redevelopment commission. I think all of us can agree. It's nice to have people with that experience that can ask the right question. So, thank you, council, for reappointing them. Any other comments, council? Hearing none, we'll start in superintendent's reports. Dawn, would you like to start?
I'd love to, Mayor. Thank you. Chief Anderson said he's working on his end of the year report. He expects that to be turned over to the council soon. He's gonna extend the application process window for the officers. Right now, we only have 6 applications. So he's going to extend that to February the 2nd. The 2026 goals for the department are to get full staff and retain the people that we have. We're still working on replacing the radio system. That project is going forward. We're still waiting to hear if we've gotten any grant money, which we've applied for 2. And then we're going to continue working with the county on cases, which is what he's doing. That's all I had.
Oh,
That's
thank
all
you.
he has.
Any questions for Dawn? All right, Attorney Sammons, you're up.
Nothing to report, Mayor. I continue to work on projects, some of which were talked about in the Board of Public Works meeting, and day-to-day matters that come up. Happy New Year to everybody.
Any questions for Mr. Sammons? All right, Heather, you're up.
Happy to report that the first Trex file was submitted last Tuesday, so we'll now be submitting updated files to them every Tuesday moving forward. Can't wait to have that first hit, so to speak, that they've made a match so that we can fully see how the process is going to work. Working on year end, we've made the changes that are necessary in the software to switch from accrual to cash. Just waiting to get the year closed so that we can do our annual reports and get those out to you. So they're a little delayed, but we will get those out.
Any questions? All right, Jacob, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. I did prepare an update since you had asked at the previous meeting, Councilman Rayburn, about R&M, or now it's going to be a church. So I reached out to Hamstra's, who's the general contractor for that. They are still working on getting the drawings done for the new roof that's going to be needed in there. As far as I know, it's still in exactly the same position that they were back in September. Now, of course, as of recently, they've started to move forward with demolishing certain parts of that building, including the front door like facade thing, which there actually hasn't been a permit filed for. So today they were issued a stop work order and told to cover things up there. So yes, there has been movement, but unfortunately it's not permitted movement at this time. So still trying to work with them and get things rolling, but it sounds like Hamstras are very busy at the moment. So
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
yeah, pretty much. So I'll continue to be in touch with them and work towards a solution to move forward with that building. So yeah, that's the situation there. I'm also going to be attending a training this Wednesday on floodplain administration up in Angola. So I'll be out of the office all day. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief Hahn, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. We're continuing to work on the recertifications of some equipment. Hope to have that done within the next couple of weeks. Fire Academy, we're entering into week 20 of 25, so starting to go on the downhill side of that, which I'm very happy about. But we have been approached to put on another academy starting as soon as possible in March. I guess we've had some inquiries on that, so yeah, I'm not looking forward to that too well. But that's all I got for now.
Any questions, council? Heath, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. I wanted to give council an update on our substation infrastructure and the transformer, the things that were at the power plant. We put those on the online auction through municipal bid. None of the reserves bids were met, but we had a lot of people interested. There were some lowball offers. I started looking into rewinding the transformer to see if we could use that at Eager Sub. I went through Midwest Transformers, and they told me they would like to have us advertise it again, and they would pursue pushing it for us. They think they can find somebody out there that would really need that transformer. We're going to do some oil samples on it since it's been sitting since 2020. We get decommissioned. They think they can get the value of that up for a potential buyer. So we're going to go that route. The actual infrastructure, we still need to talk about that more. See if we want to leave it sitting around for when we do upgrades out at Eager Sub. There's some breakers we can use out there. We aren't going to be able to use all the stuff, so it's just more conversations we need to have about that and decide if we want to let some of that stuff go. Some things working on our capital improvement plan since we're in the new year. We are waiting on the bucket truck quotes. I got permission to start getting quotes for those some time ago. We still haven't got it. They said they should have it to us hopefully in the next month or two. So we're looking at 2 different places. One's an Altec, one's a Duralift, so we'll see what fits us best. Our digger truck is supposed to be here hopefully in April. They're working on that, so hopefully we get that sooner than later. We'd like to get rid of the old digger truck. It's just nothing but problems at this point. Voltage regulators for the substations, we're waiting on quotes for those two as well. We're going to be working on Bennett and Eager Sub, but I think we'll be able to get both of those done this year. And the last thing I have is our new hire, Bradley Northcutt, started last week in the line department. He seems to be doing great. Seems to be a good fit with the guys.
Any questions for Heath?
He's in the electric department, Bradley is.
Yes.
All right. Bryce, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. I-65 project is back up and going. Pressure testing and disinfection is underway. We should see the services start to go in hopefully here in the next week or two. We had our first customer and putting in their lines today, so they will be ready to go as soon as they're given the go-ahead to connect to city services. The wastewater plant project, the North Basin, A1 Basin, is completely demoed, and all the air lines have been dug down and capped off. So as things progress, we'll see some more backfill and grade work on that portion of it. And then they started pouring a little bit of concrete out there last week as well. So starting to pick up steam, but we're not seeing crazy progress yet. Obviously, weather is impacting that. And then not to burst your garbage truck bubble, but the oldest truck is currently inoperable, will not go into gear. So we are digging into that with city staff to try to see if we can figure it out, what we call to have a tow truck come pick it up. So we have upped our repayment back to water to $9,000 rather than the $7,500. We will have that paid back in full by the end of 2026. Continue to make those transfers, put this money to the side, and be ready to make that next purchase with sanitation dollars. That's our goal.
So the oldest one now is 2014?
14 or 15.
15, yeah. And that one won't go into gear?
Correct. We literally got the new one, and the next day they went to use unit 12, and it would not go into gear.
With the double route.
Is it in the shop at least?
No.
Where's it? Where's it at?
It's sitting out in the lot.
And you can't fix it. You can't fix it.
We got our best man on it.
All right. If that means Josh, you was over. Thanks.
Oh. One step forward. Oh, well, darn it. All right, any questions for Bryce? Josh, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the recognition. You know how I felt about it, and it's been a great 20 years. I hope to be here another 20, if you guys will allow me to be, so.
So, Carl.
Seen a lot, and what's that?
No.
I've seen a lot come through the 20 years, and it's been fun. I don't have anything necessarily to report on other than the advertisement for bids for 26-2 community crossing has been submitted to the newspaper. So that ball is rolling, and we're still trying to get 24-2 closed out. It's a matter of first group getting the right paperwork to us so I can submit it to NDOT.
When are we open the bids on that? Is it 26th or is it February?
February 9th, I believe.
Okay. All right.
But, the guys have been out. They were out all last week picking up leaves. They didn't quite get the Friday's route last week. They went out this morning, and we're on them, as far as I know, all day. We're trying to get those wrapped up. If the weather stays decent, we do have intentions of getting the street sweeper out and cleaning some catch basins. And all our summer Christmas help has all but one's gone back to college, and her last day will be Friday. After that, we'll be back to scrapping for people.
All right. Any questions for Josh? Joseph, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. The only thing I have tonight is, when our new dump truck comes in, there was no trade-in for the other one. I did get a quote. They're gonna give me $1,000 for the truck, and that's probably the best I ever see out of that truck. So, I'd like permission to go ahead and get that traded when the truck comes in. It is been in DeMont, the new one, and it is in Crawfordsville, getting the bed put on it as we speak, so.
I suppose we should get a motion to allow that trade-in.
I think I'd make the motion.
Good take. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Got a motion and a second to allow the trade-in for the new dump truck in the cemetery. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, Joe.
All right, thank you, Council.
You bet. Mr. Wilson?
Mayor, thank you, council. The guys all of us have been working on our test. 2 are done already, and then the rest of us are working on them. The gentleman from USDI will be here the week of April 20th to certify us on the physical aspect of the job once everybody passes it. And then we'll be good for another 3 years. It's just every 3 years we have to be certified on this. And then if anything changes during that time, then we have to take the test, and then he'll have to come back, and because we have to be on bolt. So, and then we did our inventories done, and we have a service line that will be scheduled here pretty soon. We've got to meet with the people already, so.
Good deal. The ground's not frozen or?
Oh, it is, but I'm trying to, and it's going to get colder, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
hold on for a little bit, but we'll see.
Where's that at?
On McKinley.
Okay.
Probably north of this, in that little section of houses north of the jail.
Okay.
On that side.
So this might be something to ask you about those tests. Do all you have to take them at the same time, or is it a way where y'all can stagger,
We've always, since I started, when new people would start, you would have to take the on-call part to where you can pull the on-call, and then you wouldn't take the rest of them. And then when the next part came around, everybody would just be on the same timeline. Because some of the stuff, you can, like I can be certified and you can't, but you can still do the job if I'm there. But they've started to change some of that to where it's almost just, you've got to be certified to do it.
Okay.
So if we have people absent, we need everybody there that can actually work on the job. I would rather it be staggered, but then you roll into that chance of something happening and you can't do it because nobody's there.
All right. Heather, you're up.
Thank you, Mayor. I have some meetings this week with some of our community partners, including tourism, their Third Thursdays Committee, and Purdue Extension Board. I met last week with Ava Kasiba, the principal at RCHS, to talk about the possibility of collaborating to offer some summer or some student internships. I understand that the class of 2029 will be required to do a significant amount of work-based learning, and it seems that we are in the need for help at the city a lot. So I'm trying to find a way to bring those students into the city, have some experiences here, and hopefully they'll come back and be employees. Indiana, or Work and Learn Indiana, will reimburse internships up to 50%. So that could be a good situation for us if we can kind of get this going. So we have planned to meet again in April to further discuss this potential program. We're hoping to kind of copy some of what they've done in Newton County. They have some student internships over there that have been very successful. So I'll keep you posted as we move forward into this potential program for our parks in our city. I've been in communication with our friends at the Soil and Water Conservation District. They are going to assist us with the removal of some invasive honeysuckle at Bicentennial Park. I met last week with our Director of Youth League Operations for baseball. So we're talking baseball now and getting some plans underway. We are looking to have a tournament here at Blacker Fields for the Resilience League. So that, I think, could be a great addition to our summer programming and provide an opportunity for some of those kids to have a different experience than just playing the regular games.
And we are continuing to work with Civic Rec. That's the software that we're utilizing for registrations. And the way things are looking, we should complete our training by the end of February, and then actually mid-February, and then have things ready to go either end of February or early March when it comes time for registration. So we even talked about maybe having some potential opportunities for the community to come in and have some training on that too, as far as how you do the registration or buy the pool pass online and things like that. So as we build that, I'll email you links so you can kind of see what that looks like, and you'll be aware of how to use that should you be asked questions. And we have vacated the white shed at Iroquois, so that is ready for the water department to utilize that space now for their storage needs. So we're all the way out of there now.
All right. Any questions? Will you get with Jason Arnold? I think he's heading up the 4th of July stuff for the county, isn't he? He called me. Yeah, he talked to me about it.
Okay.
Just so we can make sure we're working together with the county on something like that.
Sure.
And then we discussed earlier with Chief Hahn and Chief Anderson, 9/11, 25th year is coming up. So we'll probably do something with Little Cousin Jasper also, just to update the council. And anybody have anything else, Stace? Miss anything? Yes, Bryce?
I just wanted to remind council of the Ready 2.0 meeting this Friday at 10 a.m.
Thank you. Kind of an exciting meeting. We'd like to hear from the public on where we're at. We'll kind of tell the public where we're at with it. Bryce has done a lot of really good work trying to get all the numbers together and get it back to Northwest Indiana Forum so that we can move forward with that project. So we're looking forward to this Friday, 10 o'clock. If anybody wants to come by and help provide some insight for us. So, thank you, Bryce. I missed anything? Kyler? Harley? If not?
I make the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Been a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye.